So we looked at the basic formula for the volume of prisms and cylinders. Now we're going to look at some application problems. So let's look at this first type of problem. So imagine we have this prism. And there's a hole cut through it. That's a cylinder. And we want to find the volume of the green region. That's pretty close to the same thing. Yeah, let's do the green region. Okay, so basically we care about the volume of the prism with the cylinder that's cut out of it. So imagine a drill cutting through that, or if you have a block of cheese, some type of shape cutting through that. So basically the idea is we just do the volume of the outside shape. In this case, it's the volume of the prism minus the volume of the cylinder. Let's put some values in here so we can do this calculation. So the length on the bottom, let's do 10 inches. Let's do the height is 5 inches. And that's going to be the height of both the cylinder and prism because they're connected through that together. So the height is 5 inches. Here, the length here for the height of this triangle is going to be 3 inches. And the radius of that cylinder is going to be 1 inch. So that's all the information we need to solve this problem. So the volume of the prism, so remember that's capital B minus capital B times H, and that was the prism, and this is the cylinder. So remember, the capital B refers to the area of the base. The area of the base of this prism was a triangle, so we can do 1/2 base times height times H minus the cylinder, the base was pi r squared, which is the area of that base. The height is the same. So let's see what we have going on here. The base of that triangle is 10. So do 1/2 times 10. The height of the triangle here was 3 inches. And let's color that height a different color since it refers to both the heights. So we'll do that 5 inches. So we'll do that 5. And since the cylinder, let's just make it yellow just so we can have different colors here. A little darker yellow. So pi, can keep that. R, we found earlier was 1 inch. So we just do 1 squared, which is 1. The H is the same. So remember that H is the same. And that was 5 inches. So if we simplify this up a little bit, we'll get, so on another slide I'm going to go through as 1/2 of 10, which is 5. So let's just see what that is real quick. So that's going to be 10 times 3 is 30. 30 times 5 is 150, and 1/2 of 150 is 75. 75. And pi times 1 squared times 5 is just 5. And you're allowed to use your calculators here. So I did that calculation a little quick here, but you're allowed to use a calculator to help you with your assessments on this type of activity. So 175 minus 5 pi, and the units were inches cubed. That is an acceptable answer here, so we can take that. And if we did a decimal, well, 75 minus 5 times 3, 5 times, well, pi is 3.14, but approximately 5 times 3, about 15, is approximately 50 or 49 inches squared if we do a decimal on that. Let's look at one more application problem. So imagine we have another prism, and this length is 6 feet, and this is 2 feet, and this length here is 4 feet. And the question is, can we fit 23 feet squared, actually cubed, of dirt in the prism? Okay, so all we have to do is find the volume of this prism and see if that 20 feet cubed will fit in there. So remember, the volume is capital B times H. Capital B is the area of the base, which is, in this case, it's a triangle, so it's 1/2 base times height, times H, which is the height of the prism. So 1/2, the base is 6, and the height of the triangle is 4, and the height of the prism is 2. Alright, so that's easy to do a calculation, no calculator needed. So we're going to do 6 times 4, which is going to be 24, 1/2 of 24. It's going to be 12, so it's going to be 12 times 2, which is 24 feet cubed. And the question is, can we fit 20 feet cubed of that in that? And yes, we can, with 4 feet left over. Yes, with 4 feet cubed left over. So we can store that in there. So that's going to be the problems we're working with on this section with some applications. So it's not too bad. If you have any questions, please let me know.